Hey, this is Kipp Hoffman here with the Brick Lounge, and I'm here with Gary, and we're looking at his amazing soccer stadium. We're trying to get a little bit more information about how he got to where he was with this. So, Gary, please tell us a little bit about how you came about wanting to do a soccer stadium and what inspired you to get into this big project.
Absolutely, Kip. For me, it's always been a way to help me to de-stress. We all have busy jobs, busy lives, and sometimes you just need to find that opportunity and a way to be able to, just zone out, as I say, and do something with your hands and just kind of come up with creative ideas. And the soccer stadium kind of came out of that whole process of just trying to find something to de-stress from. And then, of course, it grew. And it started off when I ordered online an old soccer set from Lego way back in the late 80s, early 90s. And I just saw a vision appear around it. And it was just started off small. Then all of a sudden, more creativity comes out. My daughter was a good part of that as well, saying, Dad, you need to do this, you need to do that. And that's how we kind of ended up where we are today, with multiple levels, multiple entrances, lights, moving pieces, sound modules, and just being able to see the reaction of kids' faces and seeing the interaction even with parents, knowing what you can do with a brick, to me has been phenomenal. I just love it. Like an event like we're at today, where else would you be on a Saturday?
So that's actually a great comment that you made. So you got into this also with your daughter, and she was helping you inspire you into getting into all this. And I see all of this customized stuff that you've done, and you mentioned that. Could you get a little bit more into the customization that you've done with the signs and some of the mechanics behind this?
Absolutely. So we discovered pretty quick that some of the parts are not always available, or it's, to be honest, all of us are not on a endless budget. So you got to figure out ways to be creative, and that's what Lego's all about, being creative, or building bricks is all about. So my daughter, who's very creative in her way, my wife's creative, we kind of came together as a team, as a family opportunity to work together, and also came up with the ideas for these graphics. We used basically art programs, designed them, created them, made sure they fit all the pieces that we got, and kind of created this whole look. Lights, we kind of went a little bit cheaper, but we still think it gives a cool look because, again, budget is important. When you're building something like this, have fun, but also be careful, you don't want to not have any food on your table, right?
Exactly.
This way you can expand and work smart.
That's so cool. So could you tell me a little bit of some possible future plans that you have with this? Like, what are your next steps?
Great question. Well, the problem is when you start building with Lego or any form of brick, that never stops. And you always get a new idea, you see a new concept when you go to the shows, which are a good inspiration for you all. When you see all your colleagues and you see all the different events and all the builds, you're like, that would really look good in my soccer stadium. So I think, talking to a colleague, we may join this with another entertainment complex. We may build an entertainment zone around it. And wouldn't it be cool if we had a monorail?
Yes, a monorail would be awesome, connecting all of the different entertainment zones.
Yes.
That would be amazing. So one last question for you. What can you tell us about how you feel about the community and how you've become a part of it, and just what you feel like you've gotten out of it and what you've put into it, and just how you overall feeling?
For me, it was a great way to connect with other adults who have a passion to build. For me, it's very passionate because it helped me with my daughter to bond, who has autism. I think it's also a great way to be able to share that passion. And it's amazing how many adults and children that you interact with at these events that are also in a similar situation with kids with special needs. I think this community and the South Carolina Bricks is a good way for us to help those communities, just to show that there's ways to intertwine, how we can all work together for a better, but also to be able to share the joy and love of building together. It's not a toy, it's a way of expression, it's a way of emotion, it's a way of passion. And that passion is born out of a community that is all focused on one thing, and that's growing together as one and helping others.
I love that statement. Thank you for your time today, and keep building, man. This is amazing.